Hi dear students, today we've got a mission to complete. You'll be joining a volunteer team and using your present perfect superpowers in real life situations. Ready? Before you start your mission, let's quickly review the rule. Here are the messages you've just received from your team members. Ryan wrote, "We have cleaned 3 streets today." Farah said, "I haven't collected 10 food boxes yet." Mariam wrote, "Has anyone cleaned the shelter hall?" What do you notice? What's the structure? Yeah, they all use have or has plus past participle. That's the present perfect tense. So let's break it down. The present perfect tense is formed using have or has plus past participle. For negative sentences, have not or has not plus past participle. And for questions, have or has plus subject plus past participle. Great. Now let's discover when we use the present perfect tense. Mission 1. Emergency food bank. For instance, a food bank is a place where food is collected and given to people in need. In this mission, we imagine that the food bank is empty. You and your team members have come back with donations. So let's complete the sentences using the present perfect tense. We just collect more donations. A shop already gave us rice, pasta, and milk. We recently received more water bottles. Take a moment, say your answers out loud, or write them down if you can. We have just collected more donations. A shop has already given us rice, pasta, and milk. We have recently received more water bottles. In these sentences, the present perfect tense is used to talk about actions that have just finished or happened recently. Common indicators are just, already, yet, recently, or lately. Remember that yet is only used in negative senses and questions. Great job! We've just finished mission 1. Let's move on. Mission 2, park cleanup. The park is full of trash and you've been cleaning for hours and you're still working on it. Complete the sentences using the present perfect. We cleaned the park since 9 a.m. I pick up plastic bottles for 2 hours. They volunteer here since last weekend. And so far we collect 10 bags of rubbish. Now take a moment to think about your answers, look at the verbs, and try to form the present perfect correctly. All right, let's see what you did. We have cleaned the park since 9 a.m. I have picked up plastic bottles for 2 hours. They have volunteered here since last weekend. So far, we have collected 10 bags of rubbish. Great effort! So what's happening in all of these sentences? Here, the present perfect is used for action that starts in the past and are still happening now. Here is something important to help you recognize it. Time expressions. Since followed by a specific starting point, since 9 a.m., since last weekend, for with a period of time, for 2 hours, for a week. We also use so far, up to now, until now. Mission 2 accomplished. Awesome work. Let's head to the final challenge. Mission 3, lost and found. Unfortunately, a girl lost her backpack during the volunteering event. Complete the sentences to talk about that. She lose her backpack. She can't go back home without it. We find her backpack. Now she feels relieved. Take a few seconds to think. What are the correct forms of these verbs? Let's check your answers. She has lost her backpack. She can't go back home without it. We have found her backpack. Now she feels relieved. Here we use the present perfect because what's important right now is the result of the action, even if we don't know exactly when it happened. The girl lost her backpack sometime in the past. We don't know when, but what matters is that she still doesn't have it. Someone found it, and now she feels relieved. That's the result we care about. Remember, the present perfect is not about when the action happened, it's about how it affects the present moment. Excellent! We've completed 3 missions with success and mastered the present perfect along the way. Before we sign off, let's quickly review what we've learned today. The present perfect is used to talk about a recent action, things that happened not long ago. We often use words like just, recently, or lately. Example, we've just arrived, we've recently received donations. Or to describe an action that starts in the past and continues to the present. Here we use expressions like since to indicate the starting point of an action, for to show the duration of the action, and so far up to now. Example, I've volunteered since Monday. We've cleaned the park for hours. It can also be used to describe an action completed in the past, but with a result that's important now. Example, she has lost her keys. We have found her backpack. Now, before we wrap up, here is some key advice to help you succeed in your national exam and beyond. Don't just memorize rules, understand them. Know when and why we use the present perfect. Watch out for time expressions. Words like just, already, yet, since, and for are clues. Don't ignore them. They guide you to the right tense. Use the present perfect to write your own examples. Write about your life, for example, I've studied hard this year. I've already finished my homework. This helps you remember the structure naturally. With this, we come to the end of our video. Well done, super learners. Keep practicing and stay confident. Bye for now.